Samson, the debt collector's dilemma. Alright everyone, settle in. Today we're looking at Samson. Now I actually have to give my wife the credit for this one. She's the scout for our gaming nights. She spotted this story before it even hit my radar. At first glance, I was sold. I saw the screenshots and the premise and thought, this is it. This is that perfect grimy cocktail of Mad Max's Wasteland, Max Payne's noir grit, and a heavy dose of GTA's take what you want attitude. But as we know in this hobby, looking like a masterpiece and playing like one are two very different things. My takeaway so far: Samson is trying to wear 3 or 4 different hats at once, and honestly, a couple of them keep falling off. Let's talk about the boots on the ground experience. If you're coming into this expecting Assassin's Creed or Arkham level fluid combat, park that expectation at the door. The hand-to-hand here is, well, janky is the polite word for it. It's stiff, it's a bit unresponsive, and it lacks that weight you want in a post-apocalyptic brawler, but you find yourself tolerating it because it's a means to an end. This isn't a game about being a master martial artist. It's a game about a man drowning in debt. Every face you punch is just a step closer to getting back to your car with enough scrap or coin to pay for repairs or keep the debt collectors off your back for another day. Interestingly, I haven't seen a single firearm yet. Most reviews are confirming my suspicion. The game engine just isn't built for projectile physics. It's all blunt objects. Pipes, wrenches, 2x4s. It's brutal but limited. Now, I had an interesting pro-gamer move moment with the driving, though it started as a disaster. I originally tried to run this on one of my old clunkers with an NVIDIA 1080 Ti. Look, I love that card, but Samson hated it. On that rig, the driving was a fever dream. The game would just lock up entirely, but the world would keep moving. I'd be driving, the screen would freeze, and when it caught up, I'd be wrapped around a pole 3 miles back. The physics were losing their mind. I had my rear bumper literally dragging on the ground like a tail once I hit a certain speed. I eventually gave up and moved over to my actual gaming laptop, hooked it up to the big 4K TV in the living room, and the difference was night and day. If you're playing this on older hardware, be warned, the optimization is still a bit of a wasteland itself.
I've been digging through some of the community talk to see if I was alone on the jank factor. The consensus is pretty split. Critics are praising the atmosphere, that grim, dark attic vibe I love, but they are slamming the repetitive nature of the fetch and fight loop. Some players are reporting that the debt system feels a bit too much like a second job, with one reviewer noting that if you don't enjoy the grind, you won't enjoy the game. However, the developers have been busy. We've had 3 patches in quick succession, and they've actually smoothed out some of the worst collision bugs that were haunting the launch week. So where does that leave us? If you're a mega fan of this specific genre, that desperate, lonely, vehicle-focused survival, this is a solid 7 out of 10. It's different enough to keep you engaged despite the rough edges. But if you're just a casual fan looking for a smooth action-adventure, you're probably looking at a 4 or 5 out of 10. It's repetitive, it's clunky, and it requires a lot of patience. As for me, I like it. There's something about the struggle that fits the old gaming bastard. It's not perfect, but it's got character.